Hello dear viewers, you're watching ERi-TV English news broadcast with me Bersabe Tagle. Let us start with the major headlines for today. Ambassador Issa met with Chairman of Sovereign Council of Sudan. Workshop conducted to develop food and nutrition security. Violence worsening despite state of siege in East Democratic Republic of Congo. And the parties condemn Israeli's aggression in Syria in the Astana talks. On the local news, Mr. Issa Ahmed Issa, Eritrean ambassador to Sudan, on 16 June met and held talks with General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, chairman of Sovereign Council of Sudan, focusing on strengthening bilateral relations. At the meeting, the two sides discussed on the role of Eritrea on the peace process in Sudan, as well as on regional issues of interest to the two countries. Delivering good wish of President Isaias Afwerki to General Burhan, Ambassador Issa Ahmed reaffirmed Eritrea's strong stance and support to the peace effort of Sudan. General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, on his part, commending for the growing strategic relations between Eritrea and Sudan, expressed readiness and willingness of his country to develop the bilateral relation to a higher level. The Ministry of Agriculture, in cooperation with Food and Agriculture Organization in Eritrea, organized a workshop to develop a roadmap and manual for nutrition social behavioral change communication strategy. The objective of the multi-stakeholder workshop was to validate the summary of the outcome of the consultation workshop and to lay ground for the development of National Nutrition Manual. In his keynote address, Mr. Arafine Berhe, Minister of Agriculture, indicating on the importance of ensuring nutritious food, said that developing a clear roadmap as well as preparation of awareness-raising manuals is significant for realizing the objective. Minister Arafine also indicated the need to assign 2 representatives in every region of the country and conduct thorough research on the nutrition practices of the society. Minister Arafine also noted on the importance of creating a forum in which the society could exchange experiences among each other, as well as adopting high-value regional and global experiences. At the workshop, research papers were presented and the participants conducted extensive discussion on concepts of the society that are becoming bottlenecks for not using proper nutrition, as well as on the measures that should be taken to address the challenges. The graduates of the year 2020 of Orota College of Medicine and Health Sciences contributed 145,000 NAFA with a view to augment National Martyrs Trust Fund. At the handing over ceremony conducted today, 17 June, at the hall of the college, the Dean of the college, Dr. Yamane Siyum, stated that the initiative the 2020 batch graduates undertook in connection with 20 June, Martyrs' Day, is an exemplary act that others should emulate, indicating that the students collected the money for the celebration of their graduation in 2020 and have decided to contribute to augment the Martyrs Trust Fund. Mr. Elias Tagas, Director of Students Affairs, said that the initiative is unique and historic to the college. Representative of the 2020 graduates, Dr. Umar Osman, on his part stated that the initiative they undertook attests to the honor every Eritrean citizen has toward the martyrs. It is to be recalled that the 2020 graduation ceremony of Orota College of Medicine and Health Sciences was conducted virtually due to the guidelines issued to prevent the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. On the last domestic news, veteran freedom fighter Colonel Haile Selassie Hagos Miraj passed away at the age of 66 due to car accident on 16 June. Colonel Haile Selassie, who joined the Popular Liberation Forces in 1975, served his country and people in various capacities in the struggle for independence and safeguarding the national sovereignty, including as division commander. Colonel Haile Selassie Hagos is survived by his wife and 12 children. The funeral service of veteran fighter Colonel Haile Selassie was conducted at the Kamhare Martyr Cemetery today, 17 June. Expressing deep sorrow on the passing away of veteran freedom fighter Colonel Haile Selassie Hagos, the Western Command expresses condolences to families and friends. That was all with the domestic news, dear viewers. Do stay with us for the international one after the short break. Welcome back. On your global news, United Nations experts have said that security has deteriorated in 2 provinces in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo since the government placed them under military rule last year. Last April, the government declared a state of siege in North Kivu and Ituri provinces in response to escalating attacks by militias, including repeated massacres by the ISIS-linked Allied Democratic Forces. The state of siege placed the provinces under the authority of military governors. Dozens of militias have remained active in North Kivu and Ituri since the end of major regional war in 2003. According to data from Kivu Security Tracker, which maps violence in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, the Allied Democratic Forces was responsible for 1,050 violent deaths in 2021 and doubled the number in 2020. Democratic Republic of Congo's government spokesman did not immediately respond to a request for comment. He has previously denied that the state of siege has been a failure, pointing to successes on the battlefield. On your last news, participants at the 18th International Summit on Syria in the Astana format have reaffirmed their strong commitment to Syria's sovereignty and territorial integrity and announced their firm opposition to Israeli's aggression and atrocities in the war-torn country. Syrian state news agency Sana reported this yesterday. In a statement on the second day of Astana talks, the countries sponsoring the summit, including Iran, Russia, Turkey, Lebanon, and Iraq, condemned the increasing presence and activities of terrorist organizations in Syria and vowed to combat it and stand against separatist agendas aimed at undermining Syria's sovereignty and territorial integrity. The statement also condemned the terrorist attacks on civilian facilities, restating the need to continue cooperation to ultimately eliminate ISIS, Jabhat al-Nusra, and all other individuals, groups, and entities associated with al-Qaeda. The guarantor state condemned the continuation of Israeli military aggressions and stressed that the Israeli attacks violate international law, international humanitarian law, and the sovereignty of the Syrian and neighboring countries, and endanger stability and security in the region. The new round of peace talks on Syria commenced on Wednesday, and apart from 5 main countries, it's also attended by the United Nations delegation, a Jordanian delegation, representatives of the UN High Commissioner for Refugees, and the International Committee of the Red Cross. Dear viewers, you're still watching ERi-TV, and now recap of today's major headlines. Ambassador Issa met with Chairman of Sovereign Council of Sudan. Workshop conducted to develop food and nutrition security. Violence worsening despite state of siege in East Democratic Republic of Congo. And parties condemn Israeli's aggression in Syria in the Astana talks. Dear viewers, that was it for today. Thanks for watching.